All right, guys. Excuse me. Got a ranked 1v1 Arabia. In the red here, I'm playing as the Cumans. And in the blue here, we have Maomoi Mao playing as the Japanese. Both of us are ranked about 1,000 elo on 1v1. So the beginning portion of this is pretty standard. Gotta clear my throat a little bit. Do some scouting. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So one thing that I've been wanting to work on for a while is being more aggressive, especially in either dark or feudal age. I have a tendency to let someone else attack first and then respond. Well, then you end up being on your back foot a lot of the times. And so I really wanted to focus on being the person to start the aggression and or just keep the aggression going. So in order to do that, I've been trying to pick civs and maps that are naturally aggressive. And Cuman's has a lot of great options when it comes to early feudal pressure. So I decided I was going to play as them. So initially I was thinking to myself, maybe I wanted to try and drop a TC on their TC, or possibly drop a TC on one of their resources like berries or something like that. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. It's not like I've nailed the strat out or anything. But it's something I wanted to try. Keep trying to get it up to where we actually see something. He's mostly just scouted out his base. I think I'm trying to find... Yeah, I barely missed him actually right here. Oh, if I was paying attention, I would have seen the one berry bush there. I am on my way to feudal age. The Cumans can build an additional town center in feudal age. And sending villagers ahead. Now that I found where he's at. And he does have a couple militia out here. That was a sound my mouth just made. Okay, so got a lion attacking me here. Got Japanese militia attacking me here. Hopefully I respond. He's getting some good idle eco time.
Salam. Amukmen.
Oh, nope. Not looking too good for that villager.
Salam.
So I'm looking around. Let's see what I see. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot. And now he's in feudal. So now I see that he's building an archery range, I know my time is limited. So in hindsight, I kind of wish I had built a tower first, then mined a little bit more stone, and then tried to get the TC up. Ended up clearing that up. But instead I go for the TC first, and he sends a vast majority of his available villagers to attack my villagers. Let's see.
Salam.
Yeah, pretty even. Trying to get the hill advantage. Sending this wounded one home. Lose my scout. Currently I have 27 vills. He has 19. So I do have a vill lead.
무료하나스?
Oh man, almost had that vill. And these pesky archers are out now. So now I decide I'm going to get the tower up. A little late. Should have done it first. Not looking too hot with these two archers sitting here. Pulling them back. Those guys are pretty weak now. So now I've got a unfinished tower and an unfinished TC just sitting here. So I know that if I don't commit to getting them up, like, this is not good. This might be GG. Back home, trying to get my economy up and running. Still, I have 29 villagers. Mao, we'll just call him Blue. Blue has 22. And I do get the tower up. He's trying to get his archers to sit at the base of my tower here. Decides he's going to get his own counter tower. And now I'm going to try and get my TC up. But there's a freaking tower. So now I'm going to get a second tower up. I actually have a decent amount of food in the bank. Need to get some more gold if I want to click up. He's got 25 villagers. I've got 30. A little bit of a tower war here going back and forth. I know it's not the most exciting part right now, so... let's check on economies. I've got 34 villagers. He's got 29. And I want to say I'm pretty close to clicking up, if not already. No. Nope, not yet. Alright. Oh, needed my other building to age up. But you know, what this has done is denied his largest gold this whole time. So if he wants to take gold, he's going to have to come out here or all the way out here. Losing some villagers. Ugh. Gnarly. Come on. Did I click up yet? No, I got more villagers on the way. Sometimes you don't realize how nasty things can be in the game until you go back and watch it again. And look, there he is. He's having to come all the way out here. So I wish I had actually known that. I could have pushed him off gold here. Should have got another scout after I lost my initial one. Okay, save that villager that time. Sending more villagers forward. And finally get the better of this tower war. I'm thinking, yeah, he's got quite a bit of stone. He's just planning on waiting until he gets to castle and dropping a castle. But for now, he's off this gold and only on this gold here. I'm in castle now. He's about halfway there. Dropping another town center. And it's time for a little bit of a counterattack. Blue coming around in here with some archers. At least my response time was relatively decent. Decide I need to block this off over here. And there it is. Okay, yeah. The castle. Kind of sucks because after fighting for all of this to maintain this position, now to lose it, I probably should have tried to get a castle up sooner. Lost the villagers, but kept him from getting past. And that town center is going to be a wash. He's expanding out here, looking at another TC. And I think it's something, a siege workshop. He's got 38 villagers. I've got 51, so I do have the villager lead, and I think that's mostly due to, yeah, he's just not getting a second TC up. I'm on 3 right now. About to lose this one though. Got that technology just in time. Getting a castle up back home. Might have done okay if I just built a tower instead, but castle home kind of like gives me some defense because right now I don't really have anything back home. He's got some knights coming in here. Got some pretty sweet kills between garrisoning and then getting that castle up. He's not getting a whole lot of value out of those units. But you know, even though he has a castle up here, he still can't take this gold because of these 2 towers. Still only 2 TCs for now. I have 58 villagers. He has 48. Trying to harass with these crossbows. Gotta love it. Now, this is probably the worst part of the game, honestly. Trying to get this freaking castle up. And the weird thing is I expected him to try and fight me, I did not expect a TC behind my castle. And unfortunately, I'd gone for rams in my siege workshop. I wish I had a mangonel. Could have pushed back the crossbows and got this castle up. So I try to get a tower up to force him off the town center. Finally getting a mangonel out. Should have immediately garrisoned. Ugh. And unfortunately for me, I do get some hits there. Okay, yeah. But unfortunately lose my mangonel and lose several villagers between the crossfire of a castle and the town center. And this is going to be a Daut Castle. As much as I try, I cannot get this castle up. And I realize putting out mangonels when you got knights out there is probably not the best idea. So I decided to add a monastery. Got another mangonel out, and there's my first monk. Training a couple Kipchak. I can't remember why. Probably refreshing out lumber camp. Proud of myself. Probably just harass and annoy. Getting a second mangonel out. He sends the knight in. Get a conversion, but lost a mangonel. We'll lose a priest as well. You see what just a awkward position is. 2 towers, 1 castle that's not built all the way, a castle and a town center on either side. Just not something you expect to find yourself in. I was surprised at how sturdy these scouts are versus Kipchak. Almost get this town center down. Almost get this castle up. But sadly, it goes down, my mangonel goes down, and some villagers go down. And the score flips in Blue's favor. Things are not looking too hot. I even lost a mangonel for free over there. Repairing his mangonel. I feel like if Blue had really expanded out further, built additional town centers, collected more resources, built more villagers, he would have definitely won this game. Going heavy on stone. I'm gonna get some castles up. Trying to get a good shot on these crossbows. Finally, at the very end. And I hit Imperial Age as well. There we go. And he goes to drop another castle. Got one conversion. 2 conversions. Dude lose 3 monks and a Maganel, so pricely conversion. Converted an archer, crossbow. And this Maganel is really pressuring my TC here. I don't like that very much, so I'm going to send in my converted knights. Unfortunately, I lose both of them. And I decided to drop a castle here. He's still in castle, but he has the score lead. Getting another town center up over here, finally. I'm expanding myself. That town center finally goes down. And blue coming over here, trying to build some sneaky stables. Ends up losing quite a few villagers as I send my knights in. Get a relic here, adding some stables myself. Did get the Cavalier upgrade. Denied some gold miners over here. He is almost an Imperial Age. He's got 74 villagers right now. We've got 106. So that's really the difference, is cranking out those villagers. And now he's an imp. Getting some villager kills here. Finally getting some trebs out, added in some capped rams as well. That castle will go down. Unfortunately, this Maganel, which I could have sniped, is going to take out these rams. And Japanese halbs are a pain in the butt. They do attack, I think, 33% faster. He's also over here with some light cav, attacking a town center. I think he would do better running around trying to look for free villagers. Build a defensive castle over here. And down here he's got some Arbs attacking a town center. Unfortunately having to fall back because of how many halbs there are. had to use my Cavalier to try and save my Trebs. Thankfully, the Halberdiers are not fully upgraded. I don't think my Knights are either. They're slightly upgraded. Got some Cavalier and a Scorpion, which did not last very long. Unfortunately, his ARBs are strong enough to one-shot. End up losing that little army. Both castles are down now, though. He's got a lot of ARBs and quite a few Halbs. Building another castle over here. This is currently my point of view of what's been scouted. And this is what he's got. Getting some Step Lancers out. They're an anti-archer unit, so I figured why not. Their lance allows them to poke from a square away and do damage. Adding in some elite skirmishers as well. He had more than I realized. I had to pull back. Still trying to get upgrades on my archers or skirms. Interesting. Yeah, I can't see how close he is to me. Take out one of these Trebs. And there it goes. And the one thing Rams are really good for is they soak up that archer fire. Adding more and more archery ranges. Trying to take down this castle. Not a fan of that. In over here on the right side, getting some free kills. He's adding in some light cav to try and combat the skirmishers. My Trebs are next to the castle though, so he has to get close to the castle fire to attack the Trebs. Getting some hits with my Mangonels. Adding some Step Lancers down here as well. And I think this was a misclick because he's adding militia while we're in Imperial Age. Oh, and there we go. Calls the GG. Well, doesn't say GG, but he resigned. But there you have it. Was able to maintain a secondary position back here after being pushed off of my initial position. So, like I said, hindsight, I think I should have probably gone for a tower and then a TC. It probably would have worked better with a TC if things were how they used to be, where it built in the same amount of time as a normal TC. But the Cuman second TC before Castle actually builds slower than usual. So that kind of bit me in the butt a little bit. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.